So the concept we are going to look at is string builder in Java. We all know what is a string. How do you create a string? That we know. So let me show you how to create a string. So you know how to create the string, right? That is, sorry. You create a string like this. String s is equal to new string, and then you can pass the characters. This is how you create a string. We already know how to create string using these string objects. Now the point here is when I perform string.concat and then I add cj to this. When I concatenate this string with this string, what happens is you get another string. String str is equal to s.concat. So what is that we understand here is sysout str. So now what will be the output here? Satish cj. So strings are immutable. What do you mean by strings are immutable? When you join two strings, a new string is created. That is, when you join this string object with this object, a new object is getting created. So that's why we say strings are immutable. When you create this string, you cannot change it. This is the object that's getting created. After on, you have to concatenate or you have to do something to that string, a new string object will be created. So strings are immutable. Whereas this specific concept, what is that? String builder will build strings that are mutable. So what is string builder class in Java? It is a versatile tool for creating and manipulating strings efficiently. Unlike the string class, which is immutable, string builder helps us build build objects that are mutable. So you can change the object. That is the meaning here. So what are the key uses here? Avoids excessive object creation. When you use strings, you're going to create an object for every concatenation or every operation you're going to do. Here, you're not going to create a new object, you're going to work on the same object because the object is mutable. And it is very efficient when you talk about appending a lot of strings together, appending a lot of characters or integers to your string. So, in such cases, it is very optimized. And it's also flexible for modification. You can easily insert, delete, or replace characters within your string. Dynamic sizing is also possible with respect to string builder. So we'll take a look at some of the common methods here. Capacity. So initially when you declare a string builder object, what is the capacity? It is by default 16 characters. You can also mention the capacity. Here capacity method actually returns the capacity. So before going into all these methods one by one, let us take a look at how to create this string builder object. So let's create a string builder object here. Create a string builder object. How to create this? It's like very simple. You give string builder. I'll say name is equal to new string builder. That's it. Here you can very well directly give the string. Say Satish. That's it. A string builder is created. Now I can perform sysout name. So what will be the output here? It's going to be Satish. So that's how you create a string builder object. So there is something called capacity. What is that? Capacity. See, I can create a string builder object by giving nothing like this. So initially the capacity will be of 16 characters. What is the default capacity? It is 16 characters. And I can give my own capacity for this object. I can say 70 characters to be the capacity. Now to add any string to this object, I will use the append method. Name.append. I can append a string, I can append a character, I can append a lot of things. Let me append this string. So string I'm going to append is Satish. So now what will be the output here is going to be Satish. So the capacity for this object is 70 characters which I have given. The initial default capacity is 16 characters. If you want to print the capacity, what is that you are going to do? Sysout name.capacity. So this will return the capacity you have defined. What is the capacity we have defined? 70. If you don't define any capacity here, what will be the default capacity? Default capacity should be 16. So what is this string builder? It helps us build string objects that are mutable. So it's very helpful when you're going to continuously append and create strings. So you're not going to create new objects, you're just going to have one object and you're going to change it. So capacity we have learned the append method. What all other methods we have? Length. Length as usual defines the length of the string. Say I can very well print name dot length. It's just the length of the string. Here length will be 6, the number of characters. So length is 6, default capacity is 16. So let me delete this capacity. So length we have seen. What other methods we have? Append we have seen. So what all we can append is we can append a string, we can append an array of characters to a string. Say that is, I can create an array of characters here. So let me directly give Satish here. So Satish is getting added to name. Now I'll have an array of characters. Character k is equal to, so in this array, what is that I'm going to have? C, comma j. Okay. So array of characters, how will you append this? Name dot append, and you can append an array of characters by just giving the character array name. Now when I print name, you should be able to see Satish CJ to be the output. So what is that we are seeing here is appending an array of characters. Likewise, you can append an integer, you can append a float, you can append an double, whatever you want, you can append. Say for instance, if I have an integer k to be 1, 2, 3, name dot append k, I can append this very well. I can print Satish 1, 2, 3. So this is how you append values to your string builder object. So what all you can append? You can append a character, you can append an array of characters, you can append a string. What other common methods you have? You can append a boolean value. What do you mean by appending a boolean value? So you can have a boolean value here, declare a boolean k is equal to true, and you append that boolean value. Now you take a look at the output, Satish true. So you can use all these methods: append integer, append long, append float, append double, append string, append characters, append array of characters, like that. That's about append. We also can insert data in a specific point in the string. Say insert, I give the index and then the string. Let's go to this example here. Let me delete this boolean. Let me delete this append. See, I just want to insert cj in index 0 here. So how I can do that? Name dot insert. So the index offset is 0, and what is the string I'm going to insert is cj. That's it. Now when I run this, you can see in index 0 I have inserted cj. Like that, in any index I can insert. If I want to insert in index 6 or 5 or 3, whatever it is, let's run this. So you'll be able to insert a specific string in any index offset. Not only a string, what other things you can insert? You can insert a character array, you can insert a character, you can insert boolean in any offset you want. Say for instance, if I want to insert boolean, what is that I have to do? Here I give index 3 and then I can just insert boolean true. So now we are going to have this object changing. See, true is inserted in index 3. So what methods are supported here in insert? Insert string, character array, character, boolean. So like that you can insert integer, long, double, float, whatever it is. So you're just working with one object and you're changing that object. So it's a mutable object. Insert is done. The next thing is, very interesting thing is delete. If you want to delete a character in an index, I can do that. I can delete a range of characters specifying start and end. The end index is always exclusive, it's not included. I can also replace a set of characters with other strings as given here, start and end, and then the string that will be replacing that specific range. So let's try all these things. Delete, character at, delete. Interesting method. So now what I will do here is I will delete name dot delete. I will do delete character at. Delete character at. I just want to delete character at index 0. So what will be the output here? ATISH because S is deleted. If I want to delete a range of characters, what is that I have to do? Dot delete, and then you just give the starting index 0, ending index is 3. So here it will delete 0, 1, 2 because ending index is exclusive, it's not included. So what will be the output here? It will be ISH. So you can delete a range of characters, you can delete a character in a specific index. You can also replace a set of characters. Say name dot replace, starting index is 0, ending index is always exclusive. So when I say 0 to 3, it runs from 0 to 2, SAT. I just want to replace SAT with another string, say GAR. So now what will be the output? It will be GARISH. So I have replaced SAT with GAR. Replace is done. Next method is reverse. Very useful. Say name dot reverse will reverse the string. Now when I print, you're going to have the reverse of that string. So what all methods we have learned here? Delete, charAt, delete, replace, reverse. Always keep in mind ending index is exclusive. Okay. How to access a specific character? It is charAt method. charAt index 0 fetches me the character at that specific index. Substring operations you can perform. You can start from an index till the end of that it will retrieve. We can also give a substring by giving start and end indexes. It's actually always the same. End index is always exclusive. It's not included. Let's perform substring charAt now. So let's go to this. Let me start performing charAt. So it is like very well I can perform it here itself, right? Name dot charAt index 0. So what will be the output here? It's going to be yes because character at index 0 is yes. I can also bring what else I can perform here? Name dot what are the methods we have seen? Substring. Yeah. Substring is very important. Substring. I'll start from index 3. Now, what is this index 3 here? 0, 1, 2, 3 is I. So, it starts from index 3 and then it goes till the end of the string. So, ISH is printed. If I want a range of characters to be a substring, what is that I give? Say if I give starting index is 0, ending index is 3, ending index is always excluded. So it's going to fetch me an output 0, 1, 2. The substring will be SAT. So let's run this. SAT is the output. So we have learned substring operations, charAt operation. We learned so many methods in StringBuilder. So we started off with capacity, we went into length, then we learned append, we learned insert, we learned delete, we learned replace, we learned reverse, we have learned charAt substring operations. Now let us take one simple exercise. Build a string incrementally by appending characters entered by the user. So first you get the string from the user, create the string builder object. Next, get the characters from the user. See, the user can enter 4 characters, 5 characters, 6 characters, or how many ever characters he wishes to. So, until he wants to stop entering characters, you have to get the characters. And you have to append these characters to that string he has entered and print the final string. Carry out this exercise. For this, you are going to use string builder object. So, how will you perform this? First, what is that you have to ask the user to enter? Enter a string. And when you're reading an input, what is that you need? You need a scanner object. So I'll say the input scanner object from the console. From the console, we are going to read. Next, what we are going to do? We are going to get in that string. String input string is input dot next line. So that's the string we are going to get. Next, what we are going to do is build that string builder object. So we say string builder. This can be str obj string object is equal to new string builder. And what is the string builder input? It is the string entered by the user. Okay. So string is entered, we created the string builder object. Now the user should enter characters. For this, I will have this character choice. I will make it to be yes initially. Now I'll use a do while loop here. Sys out. I will say enter a character. So the user is going to enter some character. So you're going to get this character input. So let's say character k is equal to input dot next dot charAt index 0. So you're getting the character from the user. And what else you have to do is you have to keep on appending this character to the string builder object. So what is that you do here? String object dot append. You append that character k. Next thing you're going to say sys out. Do you want to continue? You give two options yes comma n. So if the user enters say choice is equal to input dot next dot charAt index 0. So you're getting the character choice from the user. We'll continue this entire loop while choice equals yes. Are you all clear with this? Till the user enters a no, we'll get the characters, we'll keep on appending it to the string. Finally, after he says no, we'll come out, sys out, we'll print this object. What is that object? String object we have created. Let me run this. I hope it works. Enter a string. I'll enter Satish. Enter a character. Now you can enter any number of characters he wants. He enters A. Do you want to continue? Yes. Enter a character B. Do you want to continue? Yes. Enter a character C. Do you want to continue? No. Satish ABC is the output. So when will you use string builder objects? When you want a mutable string and you don't want to create many string objects, when you're looking in for operations wherein you continuously append multiple strings together, so you're going to go with string builder. But string builder is not thread safe. We have not learned threads, but you should not use string builder objects when you are accessing this object using multiple threads. So that's about string builder. Are you all clear with string builder? You'll be able to use all these methods, right? Okay.